What's up guys, Sand Legend here, back again with another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and in today's video we'll be going over the Kizuna Clash Super Boss teams for the Kizuna Clash Summer Luffy. So, like I said in the last video, we'll be going over these teams right here, and I will say, some of these, like, I think two of the teams that I've made worked out really well. The first team though, had a little bit of trouble because for some reason, no one had a law up, I don't know why. So in that video, in that team right there, we're gonna be using a different friend captain. We're gonna be using the Luffy, the Super Tandem Luffy instead. So that's what you're gonna be seeing in that video right there. So I guess without any further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to be using a very different friend captain for this team right here, and it's funny enough that Law is not available here, but I get the picture of Law anyway. So, in this team, we're going to be using the Super Tandem Luffy and Super Type Luffy, meaning we get quick, free spirit characters with basically maxed out stats here. So for stage 2, as you can see, we have a little bit of a different team setup here. I have Sugar and Supermask here, mostly because they just work a little bit better for this team build right here. So on stage 2, we do get Spirit. As you can see, I have the Pedro support on the Brooks there activating, and then we're going to use Supermask's special to give us an attack boost and a bunch of tandem slots. He's also going to have the Nami support activating there for defense reduction, which lets us bypass the defense up that the enemy has here. Now, unlucky for us, he is a dex unit, and all of our other units are quick, so obviously we have a disadvantage here. But as you can see, I'm activating both the super type and super class special here just so we can kill this boss. Now, obviously, it would have been more beneficial to activate the super class special on the last stage, but I wanted to make sure that I actually was able to kill this boss right here. And I didn't even think about the super tandem ability activating here, but as you can see, it did activate. Allow us to kill that stage. So stage 3, everything happens the same. We just have the addition of Sugar there, giving us the toy effect, but she also has the support of Treble on herself, letting us get rid of the threshold by 2 turns. Now, one thing I didn't account for was the fact that Yamato's mono slots would not be counted towards the tandem slot requirement of the super tandem ability. So that was kind of a misstep on my part. I just assumed that probably it would have counted, but I guess it doesn't. I guess it's just me misunderstanding Wano slots, I guess. But we still are able to do lots of damage. Now, it's not a lot of damage, but it's a lot of damage regardless of how much damage it is. I think we're able to get rid of maybe, I think, close to 1 million HP damage in this attack here. But I can't remember off the top of my head. If we weren't paralyzed, for one thing, we would be able to do a lot more damage probably with the Sugar. I mean, even though she doesn't get boosted at all, she still gets boosted a little bit by the Quick Luffy's captain ability. And we don't have a way to get a defense calculation boost here. So with those two things in mind, we aren't able to do as much damage as we could have. But we are able to do damage, is my point. Now, I do have a little bit of a change happen here, where I actually do go back to this stage here with a different team setup. I mean, it's virtually the same thing, but not really. You'll see in a minute that I do use the Akainu here. So, funny enough, it shows up as the image there. So the Akainu actually does help us out a lot here. He, for one, gets rid of paralysis, and he does give us a defense down conditional boost, which I don't know how much damage it is. I haven't calculated, but as you can see, we do beat the stage. I think it was like 400 something million left, I think it was. So we are able to actually beat this stage here, and we are actually able to activate the Super Tandem ability here. Now, mind you, you do have to be at Super Tandem level 4 to activate that, because you need to have a Straw Hat and one of Sanji or Zoro on the crew for the level 4 ability. But we are able to activate it if we could have activated it. I wish I did have the boss at a much higher HP pool so you could actually see how much damage it did. But it should have been a lot of damage, because the attack multiplier for the Super Tandem ability is pretty absurd. So yeah, this is basically this team. This team we're going to be using from now on. The other team was alright, but didn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to be. But this team is phenomenal here. Alright, so now for one of my favorite teams I made actually thus far playing the game. One of my favorite teams right here is utilizing the Last Tap Kid and the Hybrid Kaido for the Dex variation. Now, in the team prep, as you know, I've mentioned many times in that video that this team should work how I calced it out and everything. And luckily enough, it worked exactly how I thought it was going to work. So, utilizing Shiro Shimanshiro here with the support of the Treasure Map's Paraspero, we're able to lock Wano slots and get rid of the paralysis and burn, tank some damage, and basically beat stage 2 without really any trouble at all. And we're able to get Kid's special to activate twice on the last stage, which is just great for damage output. Now, one thing again, the Super Tandem ability of Kaido does not activate in this team here, and I'm gonna assume it's because there's no Tandem slots on the team, so which does kind of suck. So the locking of rainbow slots does kind of work against us in this case. So I really don't know how I can fix that with this team. So for right now, this is the team we're going to be using until I can find a way to fix that. So everything else works the same way. You get the Kid special activated twice on that stage, giving us attack and affinity boost. Kaido's going to give us the orb boost. Jack is going to give us the chain boost for the 1.1 chain boost with the Sailor ability, giving us a 1.3 chain boost when he attacks. The King is going to get rid of the threshold for us, while with the Queen support on him, giving us a 200 base attack boost for our powerhouse and striker units. And when we attack with him, he's going to boost the attack boost by 0.2. And then Ulti Page 1 is going to give us the conditional boost and the chain boundary effect. And this does so much damage. I love it. I just truly love this team. I just love how I made this work, basically. And I think it does upwards of 1 billion damage with the increased damage taking debuff applied by Kaido. So it does plus 1 billion damage. Now for this last team, this team worked very well. I basically had no trouble with this team at all. We have Luffy as a captain and Yamato Ace as our captain. Now there's one mistake I did make in the team prep video. I didn't start off with Ace because I assumed that Ace was the strength unit, and he's not. He's the Dex unit. So make sure you start off with Yamato as the strength unit so you can switch into Ace, which is the Dex unit, on the last stage. I made that mistake, so I assumed Ace was strength, which just makes sense in my head. Yamato was the Dex one, but as you can see there, Ace is the Dex unit. So everything works just like I planned out in the team prep. Got Kinemon here giving us our cooldowns back, or giving us the attack boost with the Ashura support there. Then we're going to use Sabo and Submaster Special to give us the chain effects. which we will be able to get the 1.1 chain boost on the next stage, which I don't know why I thought we would be able to get it, but we actually got it. And then we can when we get to stage 3, we activate the Zoro special to get rid of the threshold and give us a color affinity boost. And with the Sailor ability, when we attack with him, he's going to give us a 2.2 color affinity boost instead of the 2 times, which does help out a lot for damage. Luffy's going to give us the Orb boost, and then his super classes are going to give us the base attack boost and the Orb boost buff. And the Yamato Ace is going to give us the burn, the chain boundary, the conditional boost, and the attack boost all in one, which is just really good for this unit. I wish I had this unit myself. And this is going to do a lot of damage. I don't remember exactly how much it is. You'll see in the video there. But I don't remember exactly how much it is, but it was a lot of damage. Now, there's one thing that this team would greatly benefit from, and it's a super type. And I wish this team had super type because it would do crazy amounts of damage. If I had a Yamato Ace, man, I would probably, I don't know who I would put as a friend captain or a captain, but I would love to do much more damage than what happens in this video with super type. That would have been just great. But this is also okay too. So with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I will see you guys in the next video.